and dare I say it, Jenkins, almost with a look of resignation across his face there, knowing that he can't win the match now, and in all probability, he's a beaten man tonight. The Bull, taking a look around the arena.
Do you know what, Nigel? When we did a close-up of his face there, you know, I've been through it and a lot of other players have been through it. You could see in his face, he's thinking, I've got a problem with my throw and I've got to sort it out. You know, you can see he's putting himself under pressure all the time, and, you know, he's got to get it sorted out to go into the rest of the year.
You're absolutely spot on. First throw of that last visit, Jenkins shook his head with that first throw of his last visit to the board. Here's what's coming up next week. James Wade and John Part. What a match that promises to be. This is in Newcastle, of course. Adrian Lewis and Wayne Mardle as Jenkins steps up for the first maximum of the match for him. Mardle and Lewis, by the way, next week, massive. Taylor and Manley. Manley still in with a chance of the playoffs as Part looks to match that 180. Hits the ton 40. And the final game next week, Barneveld and Jenkins. That's what's lined up next week at the Metro Arena in Newcastle. And that promises to be an absolute treat.
Yeah, good performance from Barneveld today, beating Wade. That was what he wanted to do. He wanted to get Wade off that number one spot, so he played him in the semis, because no one wants to play Taylor. As Jenkins goes for double top for his third leg and hits it. He's had a 161 and a 116, 2 out of the 3 legs. Can't do a lot else.
Fair play to him. Fair play to Terry Jenkins. He knows he can only get a point, and that is with a massive comeback. But he kept plugging away and he broke the throw there.
100.
Part will be just a little bit irritated there because he wanted to kill the game off with the throw.
Yeah, get the game over and done with as quick as possible. You don't care about your opponent when you're on there. Just you'll shake his hand in the practice room afterwards and say unlucky. You'll beat your mate nearly if you can. That's why Phil Taylor is so good. Focus 100% of the game all the time. Jenkins is really, that's a better dart for Jenkins. You would expect him to fill this up normally.
135.
Playing a little bit better now, Jenks, but you do get the feeling it's too little too late. Playing for pride. And this man has been superb.
134.
To be fair, he lost 8-3 to Taylor last week, but it took 111.74 average from Taylor to get the better of John Part last week by 8 legs to 3. And sometimes there's no answer to that. However well you play, you cannot match 111.74.
Taylor's back to his best as Part puts the pressure on again.
145.
Now Jenkins on 82. If he doesn't hit the bullseye, he mustn't miss the 25. He's hit the ball, double 16, double 8 to go 7-4. Well, he's got an outside chance here, Nigel. If he can break Part here, only one break down, he could actually get in still.
He's proving to be an irritation to John Part, and that's credit to the man. Could have caved in. 7-2 up, John Part.
96.
And this man has just shown a little bit of character to bounce back.
100.
Needs some big scores here, though, because Part has the darts.
Yeah, all Part will be looking to do is hit just one treble with every 3 darts and take the double out. Force your opponent into 12 darter, which is what he's doing. Terry Jenkins now knows he's got to hit a couple of 140s. He's got to hit 300 in 6 darts to get a chance in here, and this will be a big help.
100.
But he's got to hit at least one more of them knives to have a shot in this leg.
If only he could have found this form a couple of legs earlier. But then again, if only. How often is that phrase used in sport? He's doing it when the pressure's off almost. He's gone a little bit adrift there with that 5 again. How many times have we seen that tonight? But 2 big trebles.
John, you require 142.
Now John Part looking for a 1-4-2 finish.
Well, I think you're right about the pressure, Nige. That the pressure is off of Terry Jenkins.
102.
And it ain't so hard to hit the treble when the pressure's off.
136.
This is a big shot, and that's a good guide. Double 8 to keep himself in the game. What a wonderful shot out that Nige. How can a player not hit anything and then go and do that? Incredible.
That was sensational from Terry Jenkins. The game is still alive. He's got the throw, and he can still force a draw.
140.
Got to win this leg and then break the throw. And what a turnaround. Just shows you Premier League darts.
134.
You cannot take your eye off the board.
I think this is the quality of all the players, Nige.
100.
Even if they're indifferent, all of a sudden they throw 11 and a 12 darter back to back to get them back into the game. And if Terry Jenkins walks off of this stage with a draw, it'll be probably one of the best comebacks in his career. And of course, when he walks off the stage, if he can get a draw, it will take him on to the next tournaments. Think, well, I still am a class player, because you do end up doubting yourself.
43.
He's put a great run together. 3 on the spin. Renewed his belief, renewed his confidence. But how is this man feeling now? Because he's come a long, long way to play here in Belfast today. And was in a great position. And I just wonder what's going through the mind of the world champion, looking for only his 4th win out of 13 Premier League starts.
Well, he's getting edgy, Nige. That's what he's doing. He's thinking, I could have the game sewn up, and you can see him starting to smile before he threw that first dart. He probably took his foot off the pedal a bit and thinking, I'm home and dry. Of course, he ain't.
Oh, this could prove costly from Jenks for the match.
32.
Double 16 for the world champion. Width of the wire, double 8 now to kill the game off. John Part just about hangs on in there.